What's good, guys? It's Danny Necro back here today, bringing you guys yet another vinyl update. I have, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six records. I'm gonna show you guys and just chat about them. So yeah, first one we got here I think was a repress from this year, I think. I don't know when Eric did this, but this is Morbid Angel with Gateways to Annihilation. This is one of my personal favorites from Morbid Angel. I mean, you got Eric, Trey Asicdoff as on guitars, but you also got Eric Rutan too, who was obviously Hate Eternal, and he produced for a lot of bands. So yeah, I mean, this is just an all-around, to me, a pretty really good death metal album in general. I mean, it has its weak points, but what album doesn't? But this is just a simple repress Eric did. Got the front right there with like the full album art, which looks really cool. You got the back with the band members. Just pressed on standard black with just a simple lyric sheet. So yeah, nothing too special, but hey, I got a good deal on it. So besides, I just also really like this album, and the artwork of Dan Seagrave. Can't go wrong, my dude. But this is just a really good album. I mean, you got songs like Summoning Redemption, He Who Sleeps at One With Nothing, Opening of the Gates, which is probably my favorite one. But yeah, not Morbid Angel's best, but one of my favorites from them. I consider their first three to be their best. I know that's kind of a popular opinion, but that's just me. But yeah, good shiz. That's Morbid Angel with Gateways to Annihilation. Alright, next up we got a thrash classic, Overkill, Taking Over. If you know me, I am a pretty big Overkill fan, and I was really looking forward to owning these guys on vinyl. But not only that, this is just a really good album. I say this is probably my fourth favorite out of their discography. I know like they're like top three for me is The Years of Decay, Under the Influence, Feel the Fire, and what's the other one? Horoscope, yeah. But this is still an all-around really punishing, really good thrash album from Overkill. I think this is their second album, and this is just another, like, it's kind of like a glossy cover, kind of repress. But anyway, you got the back right there. Also on black, so nothing really special. And you got yourself a lyric sheet. But yeah, if you're into thrash, these guys really need no introduction. But I mean, you got a lot of really good tracks on here. You got Deny the Cross, Wrecking Crew, Use Your Head, Fatal If Swallowed, Power Surge, and Union We Stand. Really killer stuff. I love to spin this record. So yeah, number 2 was, oh shit. Okay, so that was Overkill, Taking Over, really good shiz. Next album took me way too fucking long to get, because this is one of my favorite albums of all time. Slayer, Hell Awaits. This is, if you know me, this is my personal favorite Slayer album, and one of my favorite albums of all time. This album is just fucking great. I find this to be Slayer's darkest album, and I really love the progressive elements that they added to this, especially in like songs like, you know, Hell Awaits and Crypts of Eternity and, you know, stuff like that. And it just to me, this is like their most raw album to me. I mean, this is just a really dark, well put together album. Yeah, there's only 7 songs on here, but to me, I'd rather have 7 really good songs instead of like have 13 songs and have like 6 fillers, you know? But this is a really fucking killer album. Got the front right there. Back comes on this printed inner sleeve. Really cool. And it comes on this translucent orange. Hell yeah. Really, really cool. So happy to finally own this. Now, if it would just get back in the sleeve, that would be just fucking fantastic. Yep, there we go. Alright, now let me just get this thing back in here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, this band in general needs no introduction if you're a metalhead. And you obviously have heard of Slayer, and I'll always have a soft spot for these guys. I saw these guys recently with Anthrax, I think September 27th when they played in Orlando. Really good show. They put on a good set. But yeah, that's some Slayer with Hell Awaits. Next up, one of my favorite death metal albums, At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul. Fuck, man. Fuck. Their Gothenburg style to this is just so perfectly executed. This album is so catchy. I mean, you got songs like, you know, the title track, Slaughter of the Soul, the opening track, Blinded by Fear, Cold, which has a guest solo from Andy LaRocque of King Diamond, Suicide Nation, World of Lies, Nausea, Need. Every single track on this album is fucking flawless, and this album was just so influential. I mean, it influenced a lot of like modern metal bands today. I mean, this is just an all-around really killer album. This is an Earache Records repress back in 2014. So yeah, really, really cool. Got the front right there. Got the back. Just on standard black. And it comes on this printed inner sleeve. The lyrics on that side. And band members on the back. But yeah, people were really disappointed with At the Gates. With their I know a good handful of people were disappointed with At War for Reality because they couldn't top this. I mean, but this is just an album you just can't really like. You can try to recreate it, but you're just gonna end up falling short. So yeah. But yeah, really fucking stoked to have this album. This is one of my favorite death metal albums. That's At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul. Really good shit. Alright, next is a repress from last Friday, I believe. This is Death with the Sound of Perseverance. This is Death's last album. I was pretty stoked to hear this was getting a repress, so I just named it quickly. This is a really good quality repress. Got the embossed logo and the album title right here. Man, this looks really, really nice. Got the back right there. This is a double LP gatefold. Got the band members with some linear notes right there. And it came, I bought the version with the gold with black, red splatter pressed on clear. That is just beautiful. And the record, the other record looks pretty much the same, so I'm not gonna pull out the other one. But yeah, that's sick. I mean, this version is limited to, I think, 500 copies if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and it also comes with this little booklet with lyrics and credits on that side, while the other side just has a collage of pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, really fucking stoked to have this. I mean, because this was just an all-around really good album. This is my personal favorite album from the progressive era of death. Because, you know, you got tracks like, you know, Scavenger of Human Sorrow, Bite the Pain, Spirit Crusher, The Voice of the Soul, which is an excellent instrumental. The Painkiller cover on here is really fucking killer. This is just a all-around really good album, and I'm just really happy to have it. So, yeah. That is it. That's Death. Sound of Perseverance. Good shit. Alright. Last record. This is my first purchase on Discogs, believe it or not. The next album right here. My records just fell. And there we go. So, yeah. Lastly, Toxic Holocaust, An Overdose of Death. So fucking stoked to have this. I've been looking for this for a while, but rarely could ever find it. But, yeah. Really stoked to have this. Looks really good on vinyl. I mean, this is just another excellent slab of modern thrash metal. I mean, there's some crossover influence, there's some black metal influence. This is just an all-around really solid album, and my personal favorite from Toxic Holocaust. I mean, you got tracks like Wild Dogs, In the Name of Science, City of a Million Graves, Feedback, Blood and Distortion, Wild Dogs, Nuke the Cross, War Game, Future Shock. It's really just a killer album. You got the front, you got the back. And I like how it doesn't say like side 1 or side 2. It just says like side Radiation, side Fallout. That's pretty cool. It's a gatefold. Got Joel Grind right there, and the lyrics on that. And I was really happy to get this pressing, because this pressing is also the one that's on this like it kind of looks like Radiation slime. Like, it's like pressed on this like highlighter green with like just regular green splatter. Kind of give it to like a Radiation effect, because like when you see like Toxic Waste or something. But it's really cool. I love this, and I'm really happy that I got it. This pressing. Got like side Radiation, then you got side Fallout. That's really cool. I love that. But yeah, I mean, if you're really big into modern thrash, these guys really need knowing. Well, there's only one guy who made this, and one other made drums, but you know, if you ever had a chance to check out Toxic Holocaust, I definitely highly recommend it. If you want to get into some modern thrash, it's actually good. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Come on, there we go. But yeah, really stoked to own this. I think this is limited to 666 copies, I believe. I don't know, but I got this on Discogs. If you want to go check one out, I think they're still available on there. I don't know, but yeah, that's Toxic Holocaust, An Overdose of Death. Good shit. And that's it. I am just heads up for the future. I am currently going to be working on another battle jacket soon, so expect that in the near future. So yeah, that's it for today, you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want, and as always, cheers.